Is that, hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Geeks Gather.
Episode 2. I am Kazvik, and this is our guest for the week.
My name's Eric. I don't have a fancy name. I'm just here just because I had nothing else to do tonight.
We use gamer tags, but he has a life, so he only has enough time for movies.
His name is The Cleric.
Okay, his nickname when he has one is The Cleric. Also known as Bane of the Undead.
Okay, so,
Wacky Justice.
if any of y'all are new to our little show, we are talking about geek things, video games, entertainment news, anything that y'all like. So, let's get this started, shall we?
Our first video. Well, I guess what it's gonna be. This week we're gonna be doing something different. We're gonna cut it into 3 different segments, and the first segment is gonna be entertainment news of the week. Eric, if you could start.
Okay, first thing on our list, Sailor Moon, popular show, I'm sure a lot of y'all know. It has been licensed by Viz on Hulu. They're going to start translating it, and there hasn't been an official date set yet, but the fact of the matter is it's going to be on there, and it's going to be translated into English. And there's the very popular TV show, came from a movie, How to Train Your Dragon. The new season 3, is about to start soon, and it will go directly to Netflix. So, y'all keep up with it as it comes out.
The cool thing about the Dragons series is they do have 3 of the voice actors that are coming back for that show for the season. Jay Burchell, who plays the voice of Hiccup, as well as the actors that do the voice of Tough Nut and Fish Legs, are going to be reprising their roles on the show, and the season is going to be taking the second movie into account to transition from the first 2 seasons into the second movie. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do those storylines.
Okay, and moving on to other news, other entertainment news, the new Batman and Superman movie has been named. Everyone has known that they're going to have a Batman-Superman movie, but no title has been given until now. It is going to be called Batman v Superman PM Dawn of Justice. Why they're doing that? Who knows?
I don't get the PM part, but
Neither do I. I get the Dawn of Justice part because supposedly the rumor is that they're going to do a Justice League movie as well.
So apparently this is like step 1, I guess.
I guess, but we'll see how it stacks up.
Midnight.
We're talking about the Batman Superman movie, not your movie.
Well, Batman, he likes midnight. Superman, see.
I never understood Batman, considering that the man's got to sleep sometime. I know he's Batman. I know everybody is yelling at the screen now, but he's Batman. It doesn't matter. The man's human.
He's not a Batman. He has a sleep chamber that clones him. And there's another Batman that comes out when he's asleep.
Now that makes sense. I will buy that. Moving on. In the event, of course, everyone is excited about the upcoming Avengers movies. The next one is going to be Age of Ultron, supposed to come out next summer, 2015. But apparently, Thanos, which is the character that most people agree was shown at the end of the first Avengers movie. There have been some disagreements here and there, but
I thought it was Red Skull.
They already proved it was. I knew it was Thanos the whole time.
Shut up.
Nobody cares about the heckler in the back, but...
Heckler!
But, as I was saying, Josh Brolin, well-renowned actor, played Jonah Hex, played Young K in Men in Black 3. He is going to be casted as Thanos in this next movie. Well, not this next movie, because the next one is Ultron, so the next one. I gotta give Marvel one thing, they're planning ahead.
Apparently, they've planned movies all the way up to 2028.
I believe it, and so far, I can't, normally, I would criticize someone planning too far ahead like that, but so far, Marvel has seemed to have been on the right track.
I agree.
Now, my final bit of news that I have is MGM is rebooting the Stargate series with a trilogy. As you can see from the reaction of my good friend here, he is a fan.
Because of this man.
Because I am so great. And I introduced him to great things.
Lies! They're spreading lies!
He introduced me to Star. I went backwards. I started with Stargate Atlantis, then SG-1, and then told my dad about it. I was like, oh, the movie was awesome. There was a movie?
Which shows you that he doesn't listen to me, because I told him there was a
He
movie.
told me, I forgot.
In fact, we had to ambush him to watch the... there was nothing else to do. He had nowhere to go. I was his ride.
They came in dressed as ninjas, all in black. They jumped me, knocked me out, chloroformed me,
Just
dragged me
because
there.
I'm black, that is rude. Just because I'm black does not mean that I'm a ninja. I'm sorry about the chloroform.
I don't even know where he got the damn chloroform.
He's just a criminal. But anyway.
Just because he's black, he's a criminal.
Yeah, that is racist.
I wouldn't say anything about your race. I'm just saying that you're a freaking criminal. But
Wow.
anyway. Okay. I'll tell you what, like I said, we are very excited about this, and we have high hopes for it, because we are great fans of the Stargate series. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you go out and watch it. Over at the Dollar Generals, they are selling Season 1 of both Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. Both of them are superb shows, and I suggest you give it a chance if you haven't. Very good sci-fi, longest running sci-fi in TV history, at least American TV history.
It is definitely a classic, not only the TV show, but the movie. It was a cult classic film, and apparently the original writer and director are coming back from this one, and they plan on rebooting it as a trilogy, which just makes me all the more excited, because that means we're not just getting one, we're getting 3 films, and I couldn't be happier. I went ballistic when I saw this news.
He goes ballistic over most good news.
And bad news.
And bad news.
I'm gonna kill.
He's a very ballistic. He's our personal Wolverine. But anyway, moving on to our next to our gaming news. I'll defer to Josh here. He's the bigger gamer of the two of us. As we've mentioned before, I have a life. I don't have time for most of these things.
I have a life and he has a wife.
And a wife. I have a life and a wife. All right, moving on.
Thanks,
Joshua.
Thanks, Bob. Okay, video game related news. Unfortunately, even though some people know that some Star Wars games have been in development, one got canceled. Star Wars Attack Squadron has been canceled. I just hope that they don't cancel the one Bio, because that's what I'm looking forward to. The Order has been delayed until 2015, which is kind of sucks. And now Mighty Number 9 not only has a new trailer out to show that it's on track, but also apparently they're having a fan questionnaire to get feedback for details about what they're going to do with the support character, kind of like the player 2 of the game. And they're getting information as far as like what people think the name should be, the color, stuff like that. But it's definitely on track. It is Mighty Number 9, the spiritual successor to Mega Man, made by the original maker of Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, and I could not be more excited. It's coming to every single console because the Kickstarter was so successful, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, and just Nintendo news. Nintendo has a lot of stuff going on. Smash Bros. 4 is coming out, and they are going to be using apparently the new NFC figurines that Nintendo is going to be using, similar to like Disney Infinity and Skylanders. I don't know what they're going to be doing with it, but we'll see how they decide to use it.
Well, so far, those consoles have been very successful. Skylanders has been around for a couple of years.
For the invitational tournament that they were going to have, they have announced, in addition, that they're going to have a GameCube adaptive peripheral for the Wii U. And as a guy that loves fighting games, I was so happy to hear about this.
Anyway, I think that's about it for right now for this particular segment.
All right. Next segment coming up, we're going to be discussing the success of comic book movies, and I hope that you'll come back and check us out on that video. This is Kazvik,
And I'm Eric.
bye.
Later.